Hey guys, it's Liz here at Budget Beauty Blog. Today I wanted to bring you a makeup look that was a little bit more challenging to achieve. Today I decided to take the $10 makeup challenge. That's $10 makeup challenge. I did my entire makeup look using just $10 worth of beauty products. With that being said, I did not calculate in the cost of my brushes, but all the brushes that I chose to use for this look are super inexpensive and can be found for just $3 or less. The primary inspiration of this makeup look was just myself and my own experiences. I've been traveling multiple times and have looked inside my suitcase to reveal I forgot my makeup bag. And it's just a hard sinking feeling because you realize that you have to run out to the store, purchase cheap makeup that you'll probably never use again, and that just point blank is not going to be good quality. So today I used just $10 worth of makeup to achieve this look that I believe are pretty quality products, and I wanted to share that with you, my viewers and my readers. So if you're interested in seeing how to get this look for $10 or less worth of beauty products, then please stay tuned. Okay, the first thing I'm going to be doing is to apply my foundation. Now the foundation that I've chosen after trying a few out for just $1 is this e.l.f. Tinted Moisturizer, and the color is in, I think it's Apricot Beige. Yep, and it's just a very gentle tinted moisturizer. It doesn't oxidize too badly, and it was just $1. So I'm just going to apply some of that onto my palm, about like a dime size, I would say. And then using one of these, I'm just going to apply that to my face. And like I said, this is not going to be too heavy because it is just a tinted moisturizer and not a foundation. But it does give you just enough coverage. Okay, so now that my tinted moisturizer is on my face, I am going to use this e.l.f. Tone Correcting Concealer in Light Beige, and I'm going to use that as a brightener as well as a concealer. This cost only $1, and I'm just going to apply that underneath the eye, kind of in a triangle fashion. I'm going to apply it around my nostrils and right down the center of my nose, up on my forehead, and let's see, any spots? Maybe just a little bit right up here, and a little bit underneath my brow, above it. Now I'm going to blend that in using one of these guys, so I'm just going to kind of gently pat that away. So the next thing that I'm going to do is to actually set my concealer and my powder, and to do that I'm going to be using this clarifying pressed powder by e.l.f. in the color Ivory, and I'm just going to use this little puff that it came with here, if I can get it out, and just pat it along my T-zone, just like that. And I'm also just setting that by concealer. Okay, now I'm going to take my LA Colors blush brush and just give it a gentle sweep all over with this blush brush. It costs like $1, very, very inexpensive, folks. Okay, so now we've got a nice set foundation underneath here, and if you look closely, it's actually giving me pretty good coverage. It's not too bad. So the next thing that I'm going to do is just to give myself a little bit of a blush. Now I'm going to be doing that using this LA Colors color in Toast, which is a really pretty blush. Again, I'm going to use the same blush brush that I used previously and just give it a little dip in there. tap it off on the side. It does have a little bit of fallout. And then just gently kind of put it just on the apples of my cheeks in a circle. As you can see, it is providing me a nice color application. This blush does work pretty well for just $1. So I do recommend this color. It's a really gorgeous color. I don't know if you can see that. I just shut the lid. But that is what it looks like when you get up close. It's just really, really pretty. A nice peachy kind of color. For a bronzer today, I looked at a lot of dollar bronzers, and it looked like they all had huge chunks of gold flake in them, almost more like an eyeshadow than anything else. And I wanted something nice and matte and powdery, so you have to think outside the box when you're on just a $10 budget. That's why I went with this tan powder from LA Colors, which is just like that. It's just a few shades darker than my natural skin tone. And what I'm going to do, since this brush does have a pretty flat head on it, is I'm going to use this as my contour brush as well. So I'm just going to take it kind of vertically up and down, and I'm just going to kind of just put it right underneath the cheekbones here, and right underneath there as well. Just using that flat head again. I'm going to give myself a little bit of shading up here, just for some color. And then also, I'm going to just do a little bit on the sides of my nose. Just like that. So I've just got a little coloring here, 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 and right on the sides of my nose. The next thing that I'm going to do is just to give myself a little bit of definition on my eyebrows. So I'm going to be taking this brush from e.l.f. It's a brush with an angle, kind of like this. And I'm going to use this LA Colors palette in Traditional, and be using this dark brown color here. And I'm just going to be using that to define my eyebrows. So I'm just going to kind of get a little bit into my angle brush, get off the additional, and then get right up close and just brush a little bit of the brown into my eyebrows for definition. That I'm going to do is be using this really truly beautiful Day to Night palette by e.l.f. If you look at it, it's just really, really gorgeous. It's got a really beautiful top corner in that taupe. It's got a navy blue and then a purple here, and then a really pretty highlight color as well. And I was able to pick this up from the Dollar Tree. So if you can get your hands on it, I do highly recommend it. It is just an absolutely gorgeous palette, and it's very pigmented too. I'll show you what I mean. I'm going to use this white color here, highlighty color, with this applicator that it already came with, and just sort of put it inside the inner corners of my eye. And you can already see that start to sparkle up, so it's going to be really, really pretty. The next thing that I'm going to do is to be using another e.l.f. eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to be using that really gorgeous taupe color right here. I'm just patting that all over the eyelid. So what I'll do is I'm just going to dip into that taupe color, kind of tap it off. It does have a lot of fallout, so be careful with that. For $1 though, I mean, come on. And I'm just going to be applying that all over the eyelid. Go ahead and sweep a little bit of this purple color into the crease using my LA Colors brush. This came with a set of 2. It's actually a really good deal for just $1. And I'm just going to sweep that just really softly, just like that. And the next thing that I'm going to do is to come into this navy blue color down here at the bottom with that same angled brush that I used earlier for the brown shadow. And I am going to get a little bit of that on my angled brush, kick off the additional, and come up sweeping just where the end of the eye is and over. Just making a very small V there for a little bit of depth. Now, the other blending brush that I was talking about that I got in my set is also from LA Colors, and it makes a terrific blending brush. And all I'm going to do is just kind of blend everything out so there's not all those harsh lines. Okay, then I'm going to come back into my highlight color. I'm going to go right back into the white color with the brush that I just used for blending. And I'm just going to tap a little bit of this white onto the brow bone and then clean up anything underneath it. Those are the eyes when I'm done. So they're just really soft and smoky and really, really pretty, especially considering that I got this entire palette for $1. I mean, look at that. That's really, really pretty. They're great quality eyeshadows for that price, so I definitely highly recommend those. The next thing that I'm going to be doing is coming in. I actually got a mascara and an eyeliner together for $1 at Dollar Tree. They were in an LA Colors value pack. So what I'm going to be doing is just taking this and roughly putting it along the edges of my eyes, and then I'll show you how we're going to make that really, really pretty. So just taking that. This does not have to be perfect at all. So now we've got a really jagged kind of weird line going on here. Probably like, what the heck are we doing with this? Well, all we're going to do is just blend it out using that same angled brush that we used before. So I'm just going to like kind of gently go back over that and kind of like smudge the line out a little bit. Okay, now, in order to get a really nice precise line, the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to use the help of my blow dryer, and I'm going to use the same LA Colors pencil that I just used before. So I'm just going to blast that with heat for like maybe 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the reason I'm doing that is because this is a little bit of a cheaper eyeliner, so it does kind of need the help of a little bit of heat to melt down, and that should just make it a lot more soft. This makes it look a little bit more precise. Okay, now just for giggles, I'm going to take the same blending brush that I used to kind of apply the purple into the crease. And using my highlighter color, that really pretty cream, I'm just going to apply a little bit of that right up here on top of the cheekbone and use that as my highlighter. Same stippling brush as before, I'm just going to kind of stipple everything out so that everything blends together. To do is to apply my false lashes. The ones that I'm choosing to use today are by e.l.f. They're $1. I do love these because they do include glue as well. Full disclosure though, they are a little bit difficult to work with if you never have before, but you can definitely make it work if you're balling on a budget. Okay, so what I like to do is just take the glue. It has a little applicator right up at the top, kind of use that to go right down the lash and just make sure that every little bit of the strip is completely coated. What I like to do is just kind of eye it, put it as close to my eyeliner as I can, and then just gently move it with your fingers to where you want it to be. Finish them off by combining my real lashes and the falsies with a coat of this LA Colors mascara in black. Again, this did come with the eye pencil, so these two are just Now I'm going to go ahead and line my waterline. And then I'm going to finish off this look by applying a lipstick and lip gloss combo that I got, again, in an LA Colors value pack at Dollar Tree. This is in the color Lush. Looks like this, and it was just $1, so I'm just going to finish that off. And I'm just going to gloss those lips really quickly. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this look. I hope that for $10 this definitely can come in handy, whether you're traveling, forgot your makeup, or you're just on a budget and you need a whole different look. Again, this was just $10 and I had a great time making this look for you guys. If you have any requests, please let us know. We're always happy to hear what our readers and our listeners have to say. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day.